Hello everyone. Today we have a new video regarding to Material UI, and I will show you how we can use Material UI with Next.js. In this tutorial I would like to introduce you Material UI a bit. If you don't have used before, it is really nice. It has many features. As you see, these are the couple of components which is really familiar with the another tools maybe you have used before. These toggles here, also selecting stuff like that, and there is a music player. We can use all of these in our application. As you see, it has a very wide range of components already built for us, and I would like to show you how we can use that. It is also really nice. So these themes or these components, let's say, has been used for many great big tech companies, and as you can see, some of them are here as Spotify, Amazon, NASA, Netflix, Unity, or Shutterstock. So as you see here, and there is components directly we can use, and the code is here, is written directly here. It has a material design or custom theme we can choose off, and it shows us all of the capabilities for data grid, for example, or there are some couple of really nice template which has been made with the Material UI. We will get into these things in the future, but for now we will just generate the integration between Next.js and Material UI together. So as you see here, there is an npm script, npm install MUI material, and then there is something afterwards. So if you remember, we have created our application for the Next.js in the latest video, and I would like to continue that, adding the Material UI, and we will do that with Yarn, because at the beginning I have used the Yarn for initializing my application. So let's start all of the required packages. So it's installing now. While it's installing, shall we get started? So as you see, it is the Yarn script here. You can directly copy paste from there. I will add all of these to the description. You can have a look. So if you want to use the SVG icons, font icons, or if you want to use directly from the CDN, it's really easy to use it here. And here, yeah, we have the application. Let's say after the installation has been completed, there is a example usage how we can use the Hello World button in our application. So yes, the installation has been completed. Now let's try to start our application first. And here, and as you see, we have a Next dev. I'm running that directly on my WebStorm configuration, and it will open me up a localhost 3000. I would need to show it here. So let's go to localhost 3000. As you see, our application is running on 3000 port, and our packages has been installed. In here, let's go to add our first button from the Material UI. I have imported the button directly, and I would like to add that button as a hello world after to welcome to first lesson of Next.js. So we should delete these extra curly brackets, and it's done. we should be able to see that here as a hello world. So let's briefly come back what we did. At the first stage, we just installed the required packages. You can have a look at the package.json, MUI material 580, emotion styled 1181, emotion react 1190. And finally, we have our application running and our button is showing up there. So let's look at another couple of things we can add to our application. So there is a component here. You can directly open that, and as you see, we have added our button first, and now let's say we want to add a text field. And if we want to use some of these text fields, as you see here, there is a clickable button here to show all of the source code, or you can use it directly into the code sandbox. So let's open that and let's see how the text field is imported. As you see, it is import text field from material UI, material, and the text field. So when we go to our editor and add this import here, we can directly use the text field, as you see, with the different styles like that. Anything you want. And also, let's add the all example as we have here into the box. We need to import the box as well. Oh, let's add it here. And then we can use all of these styled after our button. As you see, we have all of the inputs came up there. It might be a bit more easy to just explain it with clearing all of the stuff we have, and under these, let me clean that so it would be much more nicer. So I will comment out all of these stuff here. Let me see, into the main I can directly comment out till here, and let's comment out the footer as well. So as you see, also let's clear that out. The header, we don't need it right now. Our button is here, and also you see our inputs came up there. So we can put these things into different divs. All the stylings can be, of course, improvable, but my purpose of this video is showing you how you can add these components directly to your application. So there are another text field components you can use for validation, for multi-line, also you can use for select, etc. Now let's say we would like to use a list, and we are planning to make some application which is using some tables in it, like this one. Or we would like to use the data table with a fancy, So here on the table page, we will get the codes directly, and we can directly start using that. So we have the dense table, also the sorting enabled tables we can directly use here, and also there are some customizations we can make, pagination options, etc. So let's start with the basic table. Here, as you see, we have some kind of components we need to import directly here, and there is a create data function, returns all of these creating data, and for all of these rows as you see here, let's try to implement that in our application. So I will still use the home page as you see here, and we can I will plan to separate them into different pages in the future, but as I say, this is the purpose of I'm showing you the components into Material UI. It would be much more useful in the future for us. So let's get all of these table into a new div component we would like to use, and let's paste all of them here. And there is also, we need to use this rows and the create data function to be able to produce data directly. The reason I didn't put these into the component, it is a static data, it will create once and that's it. So in our application, as you see, our table is ready and the data has been created with all of these data we have provided to our function. And let's say we would like to change some of these, and we would like to make the protein in the frozen yogurt to 12. As you see, it's updated here. And if we want to add a new stuff, let's say we would like to make some chocolate, and the calories for this chocolate is 500. The fat is a bit fatty. It's also, let's say, the carbs is 60 and the protein is 9.7. Alright, as you see here, we made our chocolate in our table and it has 500 calories, fat, carbs, etc. So after this it will be mostly, if you want to use all of these components, you just need to go click how it's used as a code and try to implement that in your application. I will not go all of these components one by one right now, but maybe in the future, if you want me to show you how we can implement specific components, just let me know in the comments below. I will show you for that. And thank you for listening. That was all for today. I wish you a good day.